What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? James Billups in the house. You know what I'm saying? Still on the move with this Unk Race movement, man. The reason this page is to create, it was created, is for the salvation of black people. I don't care what background that you came from. For real. You need to be a part of this. All right? For real. I don't care how intelligent you are or what your position is in life as a human being. Come and soak up some of this stuff I got to tell you, man. For real. Black people need salvation. And we can never get salvation if we keep listening to these people who are only keeping us trapped. They don't love you, man. They don't care about you the way that you need to care about yourself. Okay, so let me take this time out to explain some things to y'all that we need to be trying to make happen right now for our future. Okay? The subject today will be based on ancestry reparations. Ancestry reparations. It's a real thing. We shouldn't be wrestling with these people about if blacks built America. Because they have all kind of excuses. What we need to do is do something that they can't deny. That they owe us reparations. The world owed us reparations. But black people, we have to do our part. We have to do our part in this. There's a scripture by Jesus when Jesus said that heaven is within you. Now let's take this word heaven and let's place this word heaven in the Bible when God said, in the beginning, I created the heavens and the earth. So if heaven is in you, that means that everything God created is already in you. And how is it in you, black man or black woman? It's in you because you were the first people on this planet. And by you being the first people on this planet, it only gives one reality. Is that you are the ones who were put in the image and likeness of God. You are the ones who walked in the garden with God. Remember, heaven is within you. Jesus was making a clear point back then. He was making a clear point. These politics and laws that they have to keep us strained up, all of this shit could be easily dismissed if we do our job to get ancestry reparations. There was a court case that I read that was talking about, is melanin the reason that the grass and trees grow? You can only find this information on westlaw.com. Go to westlaw.com, type in the keywords melanin, and you will see what I'm talking about. But the whole point is, why would this even be a subject in a courthouse? Something that y'all need to know as black people. These people will never tell you everything that you need to know because it will only empower you. It will only put you in the spirit to reign again, to rule again. And they know this. But if heaven is within, we need to take into consideration, what does that mean for us? I want to make something clear to y'all, man, to help y'all understand something. There was once this black theologist, right? And he opened a lab up. And what his lab was based on, it was based on the carbon of the earth, right? And what he realized is that carbon never dies. That's why they can date carbon so far back that it's amazing. Because carbon doesn't die. Okay? And what are you made of, black people? If carbon doesn't die, that means it's eternal life. And what are you made of, black people? You are eternal life. You are of the same body type that Jesus was when he went to heaven. You are the same body type that Elijah was when he went to heaven. You are the same body type of every angel that came to this planet, who performed as a human, who slept as a human, who ate as a human, who even got their feet washed as a human would. Okay? But the ancestry reparations can begin with us studying the things that these oppressors don't talk about, that we know that they have more information on. They just don't feed it to the public. But black people, we need to take our time out to study about what is the DNA of plants. What is the DNA of the trees? What is the DNA, the superior DNA of animals? What is the DNA of water, of soil? What is the DNA of every race around us that is the superior DNA? All of it is the Negro DNA that is superior around the world. So not only does the DNA of being supreme proves that we are the fathers and the mothers of every race, that we are the fathers and mothers of every animal, that we are the fathers and mothers of all of the plants and trees, but we are also the fathers and the mothers of this planet. Because even the soil and the water is laced with so much black DNA that I know that it had the scientists' mind spinning. They couldn't believe it. Just like they couldn't believe that the superior DNA of their body is also Negro. This planet was built by God. Remember this. And in the image, in his image and likeness are you. If God created this planet, right? God created this planet to suit you. To suit you. So how could we be in this situation that we're in? It's because we are not putting in the right petitions. We are not making the right moves. We are not thinking clearly. Because every house these motherfuckers got on the land, all of that shit is ours. In the beginning, man, when we communicated with the earth and the earth communicated with us as family, as siblings, as ourselves, we had no need to want to trade or to sell in any kind of way. Why would we bargain when we are the creators of this planet? What can anybody give us? If my DNA is superior in every race on the planet, it's superior in all of the gold, it's superior in the diamonds, it's superior on the planet, it's superior in everything that God created, who could give us anything? Who could give us anything, y'all? Nobody. What can you give us when we already own everything? And this is what reparations, the ancestry reparations, is all about. We need black scientists who are trustworthy, and we can do our own independent tests on these things that I'm telling you that has black DNA. If our DNA is in every thing around us that's naturally from God, how can we not be superior? How can we not own the land? How can we not own everything if we are the ones that have this resemblance? If we are the ones who power, if we are the ones who this was given to by our ancestors, how can we be in the situations that we are in? There need to be tests ran on this subject. There needs to be a petition put in the court so that they can get their scientists to do the same studies that we have done. And they'll find the same things that we are finding. That the land itself is our body. The land itself is our blood. The land itself is identical to who we are as black people, because the heavens and the earth are within you. They know that they cannot survive on this planet, y'all. They know that. They know who you are. They know who you are, man. But nobody seems to open up eyes up to see how we're all in a chokehold as black people. There can never be balance between us as races. We have no balance. The deal with the equal rights. We didn't need equal rights. The NAACP came with the equal rights movement in order to throw off the movement of Marcus Garvey. The movement that would have put black people as independent people who governed themselves, who taught themselves, who led themselves, who honored themselves. That's what the Marcus Garvey movement would have done. But the NAACP came, and the whole agenda was to have something to distract the black people to come and join the NAACP for equal rights. Now, fuck what Marcus Garvey talking about. He's a radical. What all you guys want is to be equal to the white people? Come on, let NAACP help you with that. And you guys fail to realize that we have nothing in common with white people. We have nothing, all of their identity. If it isn't our identity, then it is something that they have created to destroy who we are. That's the whole makeup. Either they're trying to be us and at the same time destroy us. So they're at a high, and I mean they're at a high level of trying to utilize us to keep them alive. And if you don't believe me, let's take a trip back in time during the Black Plague. The Black Plague was in China. It was in Europe. It was everywhere, right? Where white people had rule. And in these countries where the Black Plague was, the reason that they started to get sick is because they had kicked all of the black people out of the countries. If you think I'm lying, the Queen of Europe during that time, who sent Christopher Columbus out and other people out, do you know what she sent them out for? She sent these people out and said, hey, go and find black people to bring back to this country. Think about it. If it was already black people in the country, she wouldn't need to go send for them. It was enforced that black people come and be amongst them so that they could live, so that they can be healed. That's the reason they haven't exterminated us. It's because they know that we are the God force on this planet. You are in the image and likeness of God. Remember, you were put here first. And they know this. And this is what I'm trying to get through to y'all about these ancestral reparations. It can't get old. Because there are too many things that point right back to us as being the ones who are really the operators in the energy of this planet. We are the rulers of this planet. And they don't want you to know that. They never put in books what the DNA is of plants. They never put in the books of the DNA of who they are. Why don't they teach that in school? That our DNA, the superior functions in our DNA, is the Negro DNA. The superior function of the planet being alive is due to Negro DNA. Why don't they teach this in school? It's because they know that you will file for reparations, and these reparations will totally wipe out everything. They can no longer do the things that they are doing. Every white neighborhood will become your neighborhood. Every store that they done built on the land, you will have control of everything. All of the gold is black DNA. All of the diamonds is black DNA. All of the metals and urns on this earth anywhere is black DNA. And they know this. So if you file for reparations, that means all of it is yours. And all the pawn shops, all the jewelry stores, they have to give you your property back. Do you understand how deep this is getting? Are y'all listening to me about how deep that ancestry reparations is? Because of everything on this planet has your DNA. Even the planet itself is made in your body, black people. It's made of your body. Look at how the vegetables grow and the fruits grow. All of this stuff grows. The plants and flowers, they all have resemblance of the organs in your body. And not only that, every organ in your body is made of the same metals and irons that's inside the planet. Your blood is the oil. Even in your pineal gland is made of stone. You are the rulers of this planet. You are the body of this planet. You are the reason that the planet functions. You are the reason that other races are alive. You are the reason that animals are alive. You are the reason that the grass grows, that the rivers have currents. You are the reason that worms are in the ground. You are the reason for everything on this planet. There is nothing that they could have done besides ran us off and made the captives that they held forget who they were. But if we filed for reparations, ancestry reparations, on this very subject, the world would be ours, man. It would take 1 year. We just need to get the people together who are scientists, who are biologists, and who can take the time to do these studies, man. That's all we need. And then after that, protest quietly with a petition to the courts and file for ancestry reparations. Because now we have the results that not only are all races a follow-up of black DNA, but everything is. The word Ethiopian means that you are the consciousness of the heavens. The word Nubian means the same thing when you break these words down. So if you, you are the living consciousness of the heavens. The living consciousness of the heavens. That's what the word Ethiopian means. The word Nubian means the same thing. And why were these words chosen to represent these people? These are said to be the first people who were on the planet. And why were they called Ethiopians? Remember, Ethiopian means living consciousness of the heavens, the ethers, the cosmos. So it goes back to another subject. When Jesus carried the cross, which if you look at the story of Nefertiti, the story of Jesus really is the story of Nefertiti. Nefertiti, who traveled the world telling black people to pick up the cross, right? Nefertiti's story is more alive. It was in real time because you can find around the world where Nefertiti traveled the world and had the world carrying the Ankh cross. You don't see that about Jesus. Yet the story of Jesus is only the life that Queen Nefertiti lived in real time. Who else carried the cross around the world? Who else said, pick up thy cross and follow me? My reason of bringing that up, it goes right back to the Ethiopian thing, right? The Ethiopians were the living consciousness of the heavens. Queen Nefertiti came with her long head. The Ankh cross is a symbol of the image of Queen Nefertiti. And who was Queen Nefertiti? Who was her husband? Why did her kids have long heads? Why did the whole civilization have the same bubble heads as the Ankh cross? It's because of they were from the cosmos. They were from the heavens. They were Ethiopians. They were Nubians. That's why come Jesus went to the same heaven. Why come it said Jesus was taken into heaven. Like a UFO would be taken. Like an extraterrestrial would be taken. An ET would be taken to heaven. In the same form Jesus was. The movie ET is the story of what happened to Jesus. Also. But Jesus went to a physical heaven. They never found Jesus, right? They never found Queen Nefertiti, right? because of the stories are the same stories. The only thing is that they have whitewashed the story of Queen Nefertiti and made it into the story of Jesus. Jesus came here. The only thing was on his mind was getting people to get to heaven. Right then. Not in the future. Not when you die. Let's go to heaven right now. Let's go right now while you're alive. That's why come they never found Queen Nefertiti body, because they are the same stories. There was not one angel who came to this planet, man. There was not one angel who came to this planet who didn't perform as a human, who wasn't treated like a human, because heaven is a physical place. But they don't want you knowing that. And see, the thing with the realization of who we are, that they are so afraid of, is that they know that once you know that there is a greater part of you, not only within yourself, but there's a greater part of you in the heavens that exists. The same heaven Jesus went to, we have people there. The same heaven Elijah went to, we have people there that are still alive. We are the ones who need to be woke the fuck up and to take action on who we are. We can't wait on nobody else to do it for us. They are not going to tell you who you are. Even though everything they do only comes back to who you are. I tried to make a point a while back. I'm going to make this point again. If you look at Osiris from Egypt, why do the KKK dress like Osiris? Why do the KKK burn a cross in fire like Osiris had the cross in the sun? It's because the KKK are only they stole a black ritual. The Pope with the long head, looking like Osiris. They stole our black identity. The Mormons with the hieroglyphs, they stole our identity. The Christians with their walk to get to heaven, they stole our identity. The Hindus with their Lord Krishna, who was once pure black. The name Krishna means the black one. Why is Krishna now purple? Why is Buddha bald head when Buddha once had cornrows? They're trying to hide your identity as black people, the saviors of this world, because the planet is ours. They have no saviors, y'all, who can identify with who they are as a race. All of their saviors are black people. All of their DNA are black people. All of their ancestors are black people. All of their religions are black people. All of their life, they are nothing but black people who have lost their way. But the power still, the supreme power of all of the things that are on this planet, is still resides in the black body. And this is something that needs to be taken to court for a petition for ancestry reparations. We are the only ones on the planet who don't have a God to present to the world. Why? Because you are the gods, nigga. You are the walking gods. You are the offspring of God. Who was your seventh grandmother? You don't know. because she's in heaven, still alive. The things that are going on right now, that are only going on, is because of all of this stuff is still new. Slavery was just around the corner. These people coming to America was just around the corner. They are new. But the main thing that you need to realize is that they are using us to stay alive. At the same time, they don't want you to know who you are because they understand the greatness of it. See, what they fucked up at is making all these laws and constitutions and all this shit. And they made all this shit to keep you at bay. But those laws are for everybody to apply. So you can easily sue America. You can easily partition America for ancestry reparations for the land. Without the land, there is no houses. Without the land, there is no businesses. Without the land, there is no cars. Without the land, there is no jewels to use to boost their technologies. Without land, there is nothing. The reason that they said that you are 3/4, 1/4 of a human, or whatever they said that because they know that the other part of you are God. You are superior. So what, you a monkey? They said that you are 3/5 of a monkey. However they said it. The only thing that came, the one thing in history that is identical to who the monkey was and who we all came from as monkeys is that the monkey is identified to be black people, right? Don't they call you a monkey everywhere you go? Huh?